Comic Boot. I'm Kalen.
I'm Cody.
I'm James.
So today, I guess first things first, what dropped yesterday morning is the first teaser trailer for Thor Ragnarok. So if you don't want to hear anything about Thor, stop listening now.
It's a fucking trailer.
Some people don't like trailers.
Whatever.
I'm just saying. Testy.
No. Just, I was very into the trailer until he decided that he wanted to be fucking Sam Kinison at the end.
Okay, so what James is referring to is the punchline of where he's like, yes! He's like, I know him from work! And we're like,
We're colleagues!
It's like, okay, first of all, you wouldn't call that work. You'd call that vigilantism, I guess?
Only when we feel like showing up.
Right.
It's not really vigilantism when they're sponsored by the government.
They're not
They
sponsored
weren't
by
there.
the government.
They weren't a part of Civil War. Neither one of them.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're not sponsored by shit.
They don't even know it yet.
Yeah.
They're not even a part of the United
Earth.
States or Earth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know they're not.
Well, I
Are
mean,
you making
Bruce-
photocopies at Kinko's with fucking Bruce Banner, you jackass?
I mean, Bruce is an American citizen, but Thor is not even a worldly citizen.
He's a god.
Ish. He's a god-ish.
He's a fucking god.
Eh. Not my god.
Not my god. Not my president.
But yeah, I mean,
Ain't never gonna be my president. No. Oh, sorry.
So my first thoughts, or my initial thing about this trailer was, holy shit, Cate Blanchett.
Well,
That was bad ass. She like grabs Mjolnir and just crushes it in her bare hand.
and holds it so she's worthy.
I don't know how that works.
Just saying.
I mean, she wasn't really holding it and wielding it. She just stopped it and crushed it.
Yeah.
Well, what if she's... Because Odin's on a whole different power level than Thor and all of them. Like,
And-
Odin can control the hammer. What if she's, like, Odin's sister and can control the hammer? I don't know enough about Hela to
I don't-
have
she's
really...
not
She's
his-
sexy. That's all
she's-
you need to know.
She's
That's
sexy.
true. Cate Blanchett's really hot.
With
I
dark
wouldn't
hair
say
and blue
she's.
eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's Odin's sister, but she is
Like
on
a
a whole
unicorn
new
and
level.
shit.
Yeah.
She's on a whole new level of power
Sexy.
than Thor. Are you
Oh.
done?
No.
Okay, we get it. You like hot older women.
And
No, I'm just saying we get it.
Helen Mirren is hot.
Helen Mirren. How about-
Yes.
You like you some Judi Dench?
The Dame.
The Dame Judi.
Isn't it Dame Helen Mirren, too?
Yeah?
Yep.
She just likes
Maggie
me
Smith.
she just likes for me to call her? No, Maggie Smith. No, she's kind of...
No, is that
She's a
where you-
badass
Is that
woman,
your
though.
age limit?
Telling you, man, until you've seen Camelot, or Excalibur, or whatever that goddamn old movie is.
Excalibur.
Excalibur.
With Helen Mirren?
Yes.
It came out in
Okay.
like the 80s or something, but it's
Early
a pretty
80s.
legit movie.
But it's good.
I'll look into it.
It's where all of my King Arthur lore knowledge comes from.
Oh, a movie made in the 80s.
Yeah, and then I researched after that.
Oh, okay, good. I was going to say, if you take all your knowledge off of a movie, I wouldn't call that reliable.
America does it.
And we're doing,
All of America thought Braveheart was fact.
and we're
For fucking years.
and we're just doing so well, aren't we?
Jesus Christ. We're gonna be alright, man, because George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, and Ice Cube are over in the desert. The Three Kings. They're over there getting treasure. There ain't no way in hell we're gonna lose this war, man. All three of them are still over there.
What are you talking about?
There was a movie called Three Kings with George Clooney, Ice Cube, and Mark Wahlberg where they stole treasure.
Oh.
Am I right?
Oh, oh, okay.
That's also a really good movie, too.
It is a good movie. I like that movie.
But,
The Civil War was fought over slavery. Another fallacy.
Was
I'm
it-
sorry, I'm on a history rant right
Was
now.
it
I
states'
apologize.
rights to own slaves?
Abraham Lincoln could have walked away. Instead, he decided to let 600 million people die. The Civil War.
Yeah.
600 million. That would have been equivalent to like 600, yeah, 600,000
it's like,
is equivalent to 9 million today, percentage-wise. 9 million Americans today.
Oh, like, I guess there's inflation everywhere.
Anyway. Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, good. We're back
I'm
to
not
this
impressed. I was impressed. I'm not impressed.
it's because of
whatever.
the end of the trailer.
It's because of the end of the trailer. Like, if he had just seen Hulk bust out of the thing, and then they ran at each other, like, knowing that they needed to beat each other's ass, I would have been very happy. But every single Thor book I've ever read, Thor does not have a goddamn sense of humor.
How many Thor books have you read?
Thor's sense
Jason
of humor.
Aaron?
One. You've read
8.
You've read Unworthy Thor.
Right.
Well, Thor's sense of humor, he's like
What is-
Leslie Nielsen.
let me ask you this.
He's funny because he doesn't know he's being funny.
What is his character based on in this trailer? You even said it after we got done watching it just a minute ago.
Yeah, they take elements from Unworthy Thor.
Okay.
But you have to remember it's also Marvel, and Marvel panders to all ages, including children, and people who like funny stuff.
So they have taken Thor Ragnarok, and they have taken Planet Hulk,
And wished it.
and they force-fucked it together.
Well, again, we haven't seen the movie, so it could blend
You
together
can say
seamlessly.
yes.
I'm just saying it could work out.
Okay, we'll see.
We will see. And I think it's going to be funny if you have to come back on this podcast and do a redaction again.
No, because, no. Wait, I never did a redaction the first time. So, man.
No, you had
Redaction
to.
I
what?
will later, if you remind
Redaction
me.
on what?
The musical episodes
He's
of
just-
Flash.
He's just shooting his mouth off.
Because I watched the musical episodes of Flash.
And you loved it.
I did.
After you spent, what? How many? 5 episodes at least?
No, it was like
It's
3.
Probably because it's hard to not like Darren Criss when he sings.
He had nothing to do with it.
Really?
When?
I mean, he did, but, I mean, because he was Music Meister, but
You liked When.
When can fucking wail.
And I told you the first time you're like, who the fuck is gonna sing on that show? They just had the 2 from Glee. I'm like, but When was on Broadway.
Well, I know Victor Garber can sing his ass off, too, and so can Joe, the guy that plays Joe West, because he did it on the...
But Victor Garber's on Legends.
Yeah, Victor Garber's in this...
Oh, he was in the...
Yeah,
Okay, he's in the crossover.
which is awesome,
Yeah.
because Victor Garber and Joe West play a gay couple that are mobsters, which is great.
In the crossover?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet.
Obviously.
Is it just on Flash? It's just Flash, right?
Well, it's the very end of a Supergirl episode and then one Flash episode. It's kind of like how they did the big crossover last time.
so I don't really need to watch the Supergirl episode.
No.
Because it's probably just somebody opening a portal and she flies through it.
Actually, it's Music Meister showing up and him hypnotizing Supergirl, them stealing the portal opener that Cisco gave him,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Music Meister walking through. And then it cuts, and then at the beginning of Flash, a portal opens up. You think it's going to be Darren Criss.
And
it's
Supergirl?
Supergirl and Mon-El and
Wynn.
Martian Manhunter.
Oh, and Martian Manhunter. Introducing the Martians to Flash. Fun. Okay.
Yeah.
But, Cody, did you like Thor Ragnarok?
I liked
Trailer.
I liked the trailer. I agree with James on some parts. Like towards the end, I felt like it was an unintentional bit. I laughed and I thought it was funny,
Yeah.
and I get
did
it.
Too. I was too distracted by how I'm just going to love the villain in this one.
I am more interested in as to why Valkyrie is working for the Collector, or not Collector, Grandmaster.
Yeah, the Grandmaster.
Also, I really like Jeff Goldblum, so I think he'll do pretty decent. But
I saw that Sam Neill was listed on the IMDb page for Ragnarok, so it's like Jurassic Park coming together reunion.
Chaos Theory. He just gets a drop of water and puts it on your hand. Jurassic Park
It's-
reference.
No, I know.
It's Sam Neill versus a T-Rex in the arena. He just stands still.
Its vision is based off movement. The
Mhm.
longest and most
Well,
boring arena.
Yeah.
Ever.
Apparently, Valkyrie was expelled from... Because she's Asgardian, obviously.
Yeah.
But she was expelled from Asgard a long time ago, and so she found herself on this planet working for
The
the
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster.
And I don't know if they say it in the trailer, but I don't know. Also on any of the info released for it, have they released the name of the planet? Is it Sakaar?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it's
Sakaar.
Sakaar, whatever, however. it's
Whatever
pronounced.
it is.
So the only thing that kind of bugs me so far is the timeline. At what point does he show up to Doctor Strange? Because there's very clear points of how the movie...
At the very end of that shitty-ass movie, that's when...
It's going to be after the Planet Hulk part of it. It's going to have to be.
No,
It can't,
it's
because
not.
he cuts his hair. And when he shows up to Doctor
Oh,
Strange,
he
he
has
has the
long hair.
long Thor hair. So unless he has rapid growing hair, which I doubt, it has to be...
I wish I had rapid growing hair. That would be amazing.
I bet you would, you bald fuck.
Yeah, I know.
No,
No, it's got to be before, and then...
I think it happens after Hela breaks out, beats the shit out of Loki and all his Asgardians, and then Loki teams up with Thor, and he's like, okay, we have to do something.
Yeah.
So, It's probably somewhere around then.
Okay.
So it looks interesting, in my opinion, and but yeah, that timeline.
That's
Hopefully it'll all come together.
It's before everything. Well, okay. So Loki's been running Asgard shittily. Hela escapes. This is going off Emergency Awesome.
Yes.
Hela escapes and
Beats him up.
destroys everything basically. Loki knows that Thor has been deposited on Skaar or whatever. Their only chance is to find where the fuck Odin is to beat Hela.
Yes, because
And
Odin
so that's
is
why
the
they're
only
hunting
one.
for Hela.
They're hunting for Odin to stop
Odin
Hela.
to stop Hela. Yeah.
Yes.
But wouldn't Loki know where Odin was?
Unless he just like chaos just went poof and then sent him somewhere and he has no idea where.
He brought in a co-conspirator to be like, hey, could you get rid of this guy for me?
Yeah, but I think that I see. Here's my thing. I think that it's after all the Planet Hulk stuff too. Timeline wise, it makes sense but they fucked up and gave him long hair or whatever.
Yeah, because he had long hair throughout the whole thing until Planet Hulk when they cut off his hair.
It would make sense after he and Hulk and Loki escape the planet
I think Loki goes there to try and bargain with the Grand Master
to get Thor
back.
out. Yeah. And Hulk comes along
I
with
was
it.
going to say,
Valkyrie.
I have a feeling.
But I think there's going to be a
Thor's
big escape scene, and Valkyrie's going to help him.
Absolutely.
And Loki will show up in some ship or something to get them all out.
And then Thor punches him in the face, and probably Hulk punches him in the face.
Yeah.
Because this will be the first time that he and Hulk see each other again after the Avengers movie.
So that part of it will be fun, but I just hope that it makes sense, and I hope that there's not too much pandering and Marvel playing games with people's emotions where these comic books are concerned, like they have been in the past. And I pray to God this is better than two things: than the Doctor Strange movie and the last fucking Thor movie. Because or not the last Thor movie, but the first Thor movie. Because if it's not, I'm gonna be super fucking pissed.
Well, the first Thor movie was meh, but the second one I liked more.
I liked it more too, but there was more to it.
Yeah, and I think there was going to be a lot in this.
I still couldn't tell you who the goddamn bad guy was, but
well, it's supposed to be Malekith, but that doesn't necessarily mean he was the bad guy.
Who the hell's Malekith?
Malekith the Accursed. He's a dark elf.
He plays a much bigger role in the comics, especially with what's going on right now in
Mighty
Thor.
He's
or
not,
what I have read up to Mighty Thor is that they've released in trade.
He's not Thor's like nemesis or arch enemy like Joker is to Batman, obviously, but he is a major villain for Thor.
He's like a Mr. Freeze.
Kind of.
So he's like a B tier.
Yeah, well, A-. We'll give him an A-.
I'm just waiting. We still have a minute and 40 seconds until we hit that 15 mark.
So should we change the subject real quick?
Yeah, because otherwise I don't want to live on this planet anymore after we've talked about this thing for 15 minutes.
What a baby. Okay.
I'm not a baby. I'm just being serious, man.
What's some other news?
I don't know if you guys have heard or have read, X-Mengold #1 came out, and it only took one issue for people to get really pissed off. So, here's what we have read.
Who's the artist?
The artist is somebody, Saif. I don't know, maybe it'll give me a
So apparently everything that's happened in this first run, everything that you're about to hear, there's no spoilers or anything like that, but if you have the first run or the first printing, this will be in your first printing, but X-Men is going to, and Marvel is going to eliminate these images from the second and third printings, which I'm assuming are coming.
Yeah, so if you want to make some money, buy these, because they'll be worth a lot more.
You think?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
So,
like the first printing that's like super offensive to people, yeah, it's going to go through the roof.
The one thing that we heard about from James up at Rock Bottom was the image of Nightcrawler looks like he's he's German, right?
He is German, yeah.
Okay, and Kitty Pryde is Jewish, and in a panel it looks like, through forced perspective, that Nightcrawler, the German, is hitting the Jewish girl in the face with a baseball bat. So that was the first thing that we heard. Now, whether or not that's going to be removed, who fucking knows? Who cares? One of the other things is that they're playing baseball, which is a common